We have a struggle to get new operators into the workforce. Then to get them trained, we have to park equipment, we have to down equipment and take it out of production, which costs a lot more money. Versus a simulator, you can put operators on a simulator, get them to go through it, then you're not down on the equipment, you can do a walk around. When you're doing a walk around in a piece of equipment in the field, you can do a group of a couple, but then you lose attention. With a simulator, you can stand up and you can have a group of 5 or 6 people around there, and you can really get the attention of them and pinpoint it. The other application of it is, it's broken. You ask the question, is it right or is it wrong? They click it's wrong, then it shows them this is right, and you hear, like I said, you hear that little audio, the gun fixes it. For them, now they know, because in the real field, if it's broken, it doesn't fix itself that easy. I deal a lot with their training departments, training managers and supervisors, trainers themselves. The feedback's always been good. A lot of customers find them beneficial for time management for the new hires. So this is where the simulator is very beneficial. You can now stand by the side of them as if they're running a dozer or a grader or an excavator. You're right there on top of them, standing behind them, watching them, and you can assist them in techniques, assist them in things they're getting wrong that you would never find before if you were in the field with them doing it by themselves. People look at simulators and say they're just for new hires. They're not. They are for new hires. They're for reevaluations. They're for doing different times of the year. So you may spend 5 years on a piece of equipment. Well, if we get you back in the simulator, you got bad habits. We're going to find them in the simulator now. So then they record them into the SimU campus. So then we can sit down one-on-one and say, hey, we have noticed that you're using this here when you shouldn't be using it because it's picking it up. And we can judge. Then we can say, okay, please don't do it anymore. Give them information on it, send them back in the field. The nice thing about the authentic CAT controls in the simulator is once the operator leaves the simulator and gets into the piece of equipment, it's the muscle memory is already there. For our new hires that have never seen equipment before, or an experienced operator moving to a new piece of equipment that they've never seen before. They may have years experience in running equipment, a haul truck, let's say, but they've never ever ran a dozer. So the controls are probably one of the biggest importance of it, that they're the same as what the equipment is. Safety is number one. I go to work in the morning and I want to go home in the afternoon to my family. So I want to be safe and I want everybody else to be safe. You set that park brake, you take off that retarder on the haul truck, you set your hydraulic lock, you drive it to them, and you can monitor all that in the SimU campus. You can monitor it, and then you can give the report back and say, you're not doing it, or you are doing it. And then it's a visual for the new operator. This is where we can use it to come as a performance tool, where, oh, this is a great operator. Sorry, he may be a great operator in your mind, but on paper, he's not the best operator, or he or she is not doing the best because they're the one that's causing the brake temps. They're the ones that's causing these issues that's costing us a lot of downtime, which is costing us a lot of money. When it comes to cost savings, as a new operator or as a new person going into a piece of equipment, like I said, you have to take that piece of equipment out of production. So now, if you have a grader, you can estimate, there is all kinds of estimations out there. We look at a grader at X amount of money an hour. Now we're parking it. So we're losing production and it's costing us money just to train somebody. Customers are finding that they don't take it out of production anymore. They don't park it, and everything gets done on the simulator. So the money that it costs them to park that grader over a 6-month period, they just bought that simulator and paid for it, and that was just saving them the money going forward.